Hi, Master. Are human beings more important than other animals?
Greetings, my friend. The question of whether human beings are more important than other animals is a complex one. In the teachings of Buddhism, all sentient beings are considered equal and deserving of compassion and respect. We believe in the interconnectedness of all life forms and recognize the inherent value and worth of every living being. However, it is important to acknowledge that humans possess unique capabilities and responsibilities. We have the capacity for self-awareness, rational thinking, and moral decision-making. With these abilities, we have the potential to make a positive impact on the world and the lives of other beings. But this does not mean that humans are superior or more important than other animals. Rather, it means that we have a greater responsibility to use our abilities wisely and compassionately to protect and care for all beings, including animals and the environment. It is our duty to cultivate empathy and compassion towards all living beings, recognizing their inherent worth and treating them with kindness and respect. By doing so, we can contribute to a more harmonious and balanced world for all beings to coexist in.
But since you mentioned capabilities, human beings are kind of wiser and more capable of universal exploration, technological advancement, and human beings are more capable of benefiting other species. So, in this sense, can human beings be more important than other animals? Well, not other animals. Human beings are kind of primate animals too. Yeah.
Indeed, human beings have unique capabilities and potential for exploration, technological advancement, and benefiting other species. We have developed advanced technologies, made scientific discoveries, and have the ability to create positive change in the world. However, it is important to remember that these capabilities do not make us inherently more important than other animals. While we may have certain advantages in terms of intellect and abilities, we are still part of the animal kingdom and share a common ancestry with other species. In Buddhism, we emphasize the interconnectedness of all life forms. Each being, whether human or non-human, has its own intrinsic value and deserves respect and compassion. The idea of importance is subjective and can vary depending on the context and perspective. Instead of viewing ourselves as superior or more important, we can strive to use our capability.
Okay, I see.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I see. If human beings are not superior to animals, but why are human beings eating animals? Are human beings utilizing animals for medical experiment? And human beings even transplant kidneys and heart and many other organs from animals into the needed patient's body.
I understand your concerns, my friend. The relationship between humans and animals is indeed complex and multifaceted. While it is true that humans have historically utilized animals for various purposes such as food, medical research, and organ transplantation, it is important to approach these topics with compassion and mindfulness. In Buddhist teachings, the principle of non-harming ahimsa is highly valued. It encourages us to minimize harm and suffering inflicted upon all living beings, including animals. This principle guides us to cultivate empathy and make conscious choices that minimize harm to others. Regarding the consumption of animals, it is a personal and cultural choice that varies across different societies and individuals. While some people choose to follow a vegetarian or vegan lifestyle to reduce harm to animals, others may have different dietary preferences or cultural practices. In terms of medical research and organ transplantation, these practices exist to alleviate human suffering and improve health outcomes. However, it is important to approach these endeavors with ethical considerations. Many countries have regulations and guidelines in place to ensure the ethical treatment of animals in research, and efforts are made to minimize harm and suffering. Ultimately, the key is to approach these issues with mindfulness and compassion. It is important to continually reflect on our actions and strive to make choices that align with our values of minimizing harm and promoting the well-being of all beings. By fostering empathy and compassion, we can work towards a more harmonious and compassionate relationship with animals and the world around us.
But yeah, as you said, human beings are equal to animals. Yeah, animals share equal status with human beings, and different human beings are equal towards each other. So it's like human beings are equal. Human beings and animals are equal too, but we are utilizing animals for medical advancement, for medical research, for many other things, but we are not using other human beings in the same way. Can you explain this phenomenon?
Indeed, it is true that human beings have historically utilized animals for various purposes, including medical research and
Not
advancements.
historically. Even now, we are still using animals. This is a status quo.
You are correct. My apologies for the oversight. The use of animals in various industries and practices continues to be a reality in the present day. It is indeed a status quo that exists across different societies and cultures. The continued use of animals can be attributed to a variety of factors, including scientific necessity, economic considerations, and cultural norms. Medical research, for example, often relies on animal models to study diseases and develop treatments. In other industries, animals may be used for food production, clothing, entertainment, and other purposes. While the ethical implications of these practices are subject to debate and differing perspectives, it is important to recognize that there are ongoing efforts to promote ethical treatment and minimize harm to animals. Animal welfare regulations and guidelines are in place in many countries to ensure the humane treatment of animals in various industries. However, it is also important to acknowledge that there are valid concerns and criticisms regarding the treatment of animals and the need for alternative methods that do not rely on their use. Many individuals and organizations are actively working towards finding more compassionate and sustainable solutions. As individuals, we can contribute to positive change by making conscious choices in our own lives, supporting ethical practices, and advocating for the well-being of animals. By promoting awareness, education, and compassion, we can work towards a more harmonious and respectful relationship with animals and the world around us.
Thank you, Master. Thank you for your education and compassion today here. Amitabha. See you next time.